Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as the Aztecs. We're trying to fulfill the requirements for Sunset Invasion, which requires that we have controlled by us or subject as the Aztecs. We need to have Lisbon, we need to have, I believe, Madrid, Paris, London, Amsterdam, and Rome. We're working towards that. We just humbled England. They defeated us in a naval battle, but that's it. And we cost them enough on the land battles to get them out of the war. And now we're beating up on their Portuguese allies. Our economy isn't doing great, because we stole a bunch of Portuguese colonies. And we're over our colony limits, so we're just hemorrhaging money. But once we're at peace, it should be easy for us. Like, once we've got this down to, you know, an appropriate number, and it shouldn't be much of a problem trying to recover cash. Ideally, we would capture Lisbon in this war. Wait, we don't control oh, Guadalupe is right here. Let's lose the 50 ducats. We're already really far in debt. Yeah, let's go ahead and make them more loyal. We have plenty of manpower, and we really don't have any war exhaustion, so I'm going to just keep up this fight until we have some sort of incentive to leave the war. Okay, so we picked up a transport there. And we might as well take the Turk Islands. And then Barbados. No, no, no. Okay, so Panama's done. That's a relief. We'll give that to our merchant guilds. Okay, now we're going to send... We already have a guy there. Let's send it here, and we'll bounce this guy between each of them, trying to convert them all to Aztec and Nahuatl. Okay, now we're only losing 9 ducats per month, rather than the 65 that we were losing at after we first snatched up those colonies. Okay, now we don't necessarily... They might have a large enough fleet. Make that a bad idea. We'll take a look. We've got 5 big ships. Let's try to get Ferrara out of this war. Just to hurt trust between them, and to make our war score stretch a little further. think it might be a little overly ambitious to try taking Lisbon in this war. Let's take a look at what a peace deal would look like right now. Well, first of all, we would want that island. That way we could fabricate on Zeus, attack them, and it would give us a nice entryway into Europe. Could potentially get them entirely out of the Caribbean altogether. Oh yeah, 16 countries. They're not going to like this. Oops. Oh, why don't we end that alliance? That's more important than the rest of this. They didn't even bother trying to call them in. It's crazy. So we can nearly take Cuba, Curacao, Jamaica, the Turks, keep these islands, get Madeira, and break their alliances with Spain and England. I think that's what we want out of this war. So we're setting off that peace deal. We could potentially get more if Portugal actually tries to protect Zeus. So we don't need to take everything all at once, because they might be back in war with us really, really soon. Okay, let's revoke that embargo and see if we can get any new rivals. We're not rivaling France. It's not going to happen. Zeus is Sunni. No one else is likely to protect them. It would have been really nice to take Lisbon in that war, but I don't think we were entirely ready. Let's get prepared for this war. If Portugal does try to protect them, then I think landing in Lisbon, or actually just landing, marching up here through Spain to siege out Portugal and taking Lisbon from them would work. And let's check on all of our institutions. So we could take some cash here, that's not a bad idea. Don't really want to give them... Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. any of those colonies done. This is the reason why I did that. I've got 2 that are almost done, so that would really help. And I think Portugal's suffering some economic problems, so they likely won't do too much. In terms of starting up colonies, they even had cancelled those too. Okay, so it would be a horrible idea to start a colony down here and try pushing south. But Europe is more important. If we don't have any avenues into Europe, then we'll worry about the Incan region. Yeah, let's go ahead and embargo them once again. Okay, we're almost done with both of these. That will balance out our budget. Okay, so let's move these ships down here to pick up this whole army. Okay, so that one's already Aztec, so we'll just send the guys here. Definitely going for the cash. And let's pay off another loan so we have less interest, because we're losing 5 ducats a month to that. And that's most of our losses. Okay, so we could add this in. I think we want this better artillery. Although we're not even using artillery right now. What would we get here? Better leaders. Sure. And let's get these guys over here. I don't like the Portuguese fleet being right there because it could engage us. And I think they would win. Their ships are just newer than ours. They have more big ships. Okay, so we need to give our clergy another province or something. Go ahead and give them this one. Would like to get this coring before we declare war on Portugal, or declare war on Sus, who will drag us into war with Portugal. Okay, that should get rid of the rebels, yeah. Okay, how far away are we? Basically 10 years. We can't do anything here for the moment. Okay, let's see if Portugal would actually even come to their defense. They're no longer guaranteed. So, we're just going for it. Hopefully we'll capture some of those ships. Got one. Okay, let's get these ships back into port. Send the non-beat up ones back to see if we can capture any more trade ships. Yep, picked up another. I'll get these guys down here. Okay, we're still losing a little bit of money. We'll sort those matters out. England is over, and that's fine. We can't take advantage of that yet. We're hurting too much financially, and we need to get a better attack. So let's go ahead and grab this fleet. I'm going to put 3 guys here in charge of exploration. And we're going to check out the Mediterranean. And the rest of these guys we are going to send back home to the Mexico region to get us some more cash. Nice, France. Thank you. And we'll take these warships and get them blockading. And we'll put just infantry here on the fort. We're going to end up taking out another loam. I suppose that's okay. Nice. Can't complain about infantry combat ability. Okay, nobility lost a lot of influence. So now they're happy with us again. And that will definitely help our budget. Oh, we're gonna have a hell of a time getting even to the papacy. Let's go ahead and take all their cash. Bust that fort. And we don't want to deal with any rebels. We just need this land as a launching pad for invasions of Europe, including especially Portugal. We gathered up some cash from them, so why don't we try to pay off a loan? Okay, let's try for just one. Yeah, okay, we'll go for two. Okay, so we're making cash, we're expanding, we're getting caught up on tech, and everything's going in the right direction. Military tech is only 12, so we are 1 behind the colonial powers of Western Europe. That's not bad for the Aztecs. We had a lot of catching up to do. Oh, we're 2 behind France. Wondering how much aggressive expansion. Actually, not too much towards Portugal. Ribas probably hates us. Yeah, nice 106. It appears that they are not our biggest fans. And let's explore the Mediterranean coast and take a look at our time. 21 minutes. Okay, we'll keep this up for at least another 10. Yeah, I'm glad that we didn't no CB into Seuss to try getting at Portugal, because that worked out pretty well. Experienced a few problems because we stole so many Portuguese colonies, but those will become economically valuable to us in the long run. The next institution should be global trade. I don't imagine that we're going to be able to get our trade node to be wealthier than Sevilla. Yeah, Mexico's only, like a quarter. About 30% of overall economic value. Spain, who are your allies? Okay, if we declared war on you, would France join it? No. We do have 9 favors, so a couple of years we could call them in. I'd want a CB. And we could certainly get one. We could just fabricate right here, but they do have a fort. So I'm wondering if there's something else that we could take. Could fabricate over here by starting a colony next to him, and then attack him that way. But Spain does have more troops than us or France. And they do have allies. And one of those is the papacy, so things went our way, we could take them out. We beat up on Portugal again. I think that's probably what our strategy would be. Let's fabricate another claim here. And we can beat up them in 4 years. currently don't have any significant allies. England's trying to take over the Incan region. Not like that at all. We're not in a position to be able to do anything about it. And we don't need the whole new world, anything like that. We just need these provinces. Shame on you, Tunis. Okay, these are almost done. Okay, I'm thinking it makes sense to try to get down here. I'm thinking we do. And then we'll just use the other guy to try closing off the coast. Okay, how are we doing on cash? No way to raise it up. Making 11 ducats a month. Without colonies. And one thing I will have to be very cognizant of is the fact that we split up our navy again. The Portuguese could definitely smash our navy. I'm going to save up for attack across the board. Hoping Europeans ask us for some maps. I'd like to get some prestige. Looks like we're basically capped out here. In the high 80s. Or leveled off, I should say. Eventually we're going to have to accept Portuguese as an accepted culture, promoted culture. I'm going to hold off for that. So we have 17 development. Let's see how long this is going on. 29 minutes. Let's stop here.